done. But from the most disappointing driver, we move on to the smartest driver. And there were a few. Yup, there were a fair few. Sundaram, why don't we start with you? Who was your smartest driver? It wouldn't be Carlos Sainz because he's to another ailing Ferrari, but nevertheless.
I was actually excited for this particular category amongst the rest. I am going to give it to Racing Point. You know why? Probably, right? No?
Mm,
Kunal probably guessed it. So this is because of their change in aero philosophy for 2020. I can't really look beyond that. And it's not just about how smartly they've done it. I mean, they've done it in a very very interesting way.
hmm.
So they obviously knew they're going to get a new philosophy in terms or new aero concept, and they knew that their car is going to look very similar to Mercedes, and their rivals are going to object to it. So what do? They get the technical team of Formula One and the FIA to their factory in February or March. They get a clean chit from them that your car is all legal. What makes you think is that okay, everyone else is not going to object to this, but Renault come ahead with the exact area of concern. The FIA say that oh, we never really checked their brake ducts, and turns out yes, they were found guilty. And what do they get penalized, and how much do they get penalized? 400K and 15 points. That's it.
Hmm.
Okay, and I think Racing Point pretty much knew these loopholes, and they pretty much knew that okay, fine, if we are found guilty, these are the consequences. But yeah, it's a risk worth taking. How much have they benefited from it, and why is it smart? They've last year in 2019 in a 21 race season, they had 73 points. This season with a new aero concept, okay, even though they copied some part of the car of the Mercedes, they have 210 points, three times the points of last year. And how much has it helped them in terms of finances? Somewhere between 12 to 15 million, and they've lost just 400K. So I think that's the smartest decision that any team has taken this year. And they've even got Sebastian Vettel for next year, looking at their
Exactly.
performance this year. So I think it's a win-win for them in any way.
Yep, it's working rather well. Those 15-point deductions eventually did cost them P3 in the championship, but they'll be fine. It's still an upgrade. I think with the 2018 Racing Point in perspective, when you kind of look at it, they were struggling with finances, weren't going anywhere. Major plus any which ways, whatever for Racing Point. Uh, Kunal, what is your smartest move of this season? Or smartest decision made? Racing
I'll
Point
I
surely has to come ahead.
Yeah, I'll actually extend on this point. So for me, it's also Racing Point. They followed a philosophy that they made seem legal, and the way they got penalized and stuff, which is fine. But what it also led to was one of the old school F1 times where teams were at war with each other over some
Yes.
technical loophole where everyone had their own interpretation and everyone thought they were right. And I think the smartest move would go to all the teams for settling this out of court. And thankfully, we're not in a legal battle where time and money and energies are being spent. And if that was the case, the results of the season would have still been not fully classified or not official. They would have been hung in question. They would have all had the asterisk saying finished
Hmm.
fourth, but still pending a postseason, review or penalty or something. So it brought out a very old school Formula One, but thankfully the teams were smart enough and they said, okay, that's it. We'll fight on track. Let's just move on with 2020. There are other issues to deal with.
Exactly. Other major issues as well, but very very smart play there eventually. And I remember 2009, they had to take it to court, all the drama that happened. Thankfully, not happening this time on.